I know we have covered a lot of different homeschool resources and programs on my channel, but today I have something a little different for you. I put together a list of the top 5 best homeschool resources that you need to know about in 2026, and every single one of them is something that I have never covered before on my channel. So hopefully you'll find something new to try in your homeschool. Let's get into it. First up is Outschool. I haven't covered this one on my channel before, but it's actually a pretty well-known platform in the homeschool world. Outschool is an online learning platform that offers small group live classes for kids ages 1 to 18 in pretty much any subject you can think of. The teachers are all independent educators who go through an application and background check process before they can teach on the platform. And one thing that's really useful is you can actually preview a teacher's style before you book a class. So you can get a sense of whether they're going to be a good fit for your child. Outschool has over 140,000 classes available covering math, science, history, language arts, foreign languages, coding, art, and music. It also goes beyond the core subjects with classes on things like Minecraft, Pokemon, cooking, chess, and public speaking. They also have full grade level homeschool curriculum classes, so if you want to use it as more of a core part of your homeschool rather than just for enrichment, that's an option too. And if live scheduling doesn't always work for your family, they do have self-paced classes as well. I have actually been looking into Outschool for the fall for my older daughter. If you are in back to school mode right now, this is a great time to check it out. You can browse classes now and schedule them in advance so that everything is already in place before the new school year starts. My daughter has been learning Japanese on Duolingo for 2 years now, and she really enjoys it. But we've gotten to the point where she needs more than just an app. She needs an actual experienced teacher to take her Japanese skills to the next level. So I've been looking into finding her a Japanese class or tutor for next year, and Outschool has so many options. So here's what comes up when I search for Japanese. There are one-on-one tutoring sessions, small group conversation classes, classes for beginners, and classes for students who already have some experience. This semi-private class with a native Japanese teacher looks really good. And what's nice is when you find a class, you can just select a start date and jump right in. In terms of how you pay, you have 2 options. You can pay per class as you go, though there is a marketplace fee added on top of the class price. Or you can sign up for a monthly membership plan, which gives you credits to use towards classes, waives the marketplace fee, and also includes access to over 70 self-paced classes at no extra cost. The membership definitely makes more sense if your child is going to be taking classes regularly, but it is not required. Outschool has been around since 2015 and is used by over 1 million learners in 183 different countries. If you haven't looked into it yet, it's definitely worth checking out. I'm also planning a more in-depth review of Outschool on my channel very soon, so be on the lookout for that. Next on our list is StudyPug. This one is primarily focused on math and English, but it does include some science and social studies content as well as test prep. So it can cover several different parts of your school day. With StudyPug, your child gets access to a variety of video lessons across every subject. The videos are short and focused rather than long lectures. They walk your child through concepts and problems step by step, so if your child gets stuck on something and needs it explained in a different way, it's a useful place to turn. There are also practice problems, quizzes, and a diagnostic assessment. And the problems are adaptive, so they do adjust based on how your child is doing on the questions. There's also a photo search feature where your child can snap a picture of any math problem and the app will find the right lesson for them. That's a handy feature if your child is working through a textbook and hits a wall on something. For homeschool families specifically, the curriculum is organized by grade level. Every lesson is matched to state standards, and there are built-in assessments that show when your child has mastered each concept before moving on. So there is a clear structure to follow, which can make planning your school day a lot easier. The content was built by certified teachers and not AI generated, which is something a lot of parents are starting to ask about when it comes to online learning. The platform is aligned to all 50 state standards, including Common Core, and it is available 24 hours a day, so your child can use it whenever they need to. The cost of a StudyPug membership is $14.99 a month or $119 a year for the whole family. You can add up to 5 children under one parent account at no extra charge. So if you have more than one child, they can all access the platform without you needing to sign up for a separate subscription for each child. And if you aren't ready to commit just yet, they do have a limited access trial that you can check out before paying for a subscription. Next up is quill.org. This one is completely free, so I'm sure that's something that many parents will appreciate. I'm always on the lookout for free programs for homeschoolers, so this was exciting to find. Quill.org is an online writing and grammar program for students in grades 4 through 12. Instead of answering multiple choice questions or circling the correct option, your child has to type out and construct sentences, and then the program gives them immediate feedback on what needs to be corrected. So the learning happens in real time as they work. You can start by having your child take a diagnostic assessment. Based on how they do, Quill will suggest specific activities targeting the areas where they need more practice. So if your child has gaps in things like comma placement or sentence structure, the program will point them toward work on those things specifically. That can be useful when you know that your child has weak spots in their writing, but you're not sure what to assign to address them. Quill.org has over 1,000 activities covering more than 300 grammar concepts. Something that's also nice about it is that a lot of the reading and writing activities are built around science and social studies topics. So your child isn't just practicing grammar in isolation. They're reading and writing about actual content, which means they're picking up some science and social studies knowledge at the same time. You can also see a summary of how your child is doing, which makes it easy to keep track of their progress. This program works well as a supplement to whatever writing program you're using, or on its own if you just need something specifically focused on grammar mechanics. Each activity is also designed to be short, around 10 to 15 minutes, so it can easily fit into your school day. And since it's free, there is no risk in trying it out. Next on our list is something called Epic. This one is for younger kids, generally up to age 12. Epic is a digital reading library with over 40,000 books, audiobooks, and educational videos. The library is organized so your child can search by subject, reading level, or age, or they can just browse on their own and pick whatever looks interesting. The selection covers a wide range of topics and genres, so whether your child is into science, history, animals, or fantasy, there's likely something in there for them. And because the reading levels vary, it can work for different aged kids within the same family. The library also includes books in Spanish, French, and Chinese, which is useful if you have a child who is learning another language. There's a parent dashboard where you can see what your child has been reading, how long they've spent reading, and track their progress over time. The dashboard also shows reading level progression and comprehension quiz results, so you get a fairly detailed picture of where your child is at. There's also a read to me option for kids who aren't reading independently yet, and for early readers, there are audiobooks where the text is highlighted as it's being read. Kids also earn badges as they hit reading milestones, which can help keep them motivated. Something that comes up in parent reviews is that kids who normally resist reading will browse Epic without being prompted. So for families with reluctant readers, that's something to consider. The cost for a subscription to Epic is $13.99 a month or $84.99 a year. They also offer a 7-day free trial, so you can try it out with your child before you decide if it's something you want to keep. And finally, last on our list is Students of History. This one is for middle schoolers or high schoolers who need a history or social studies curriculum. Students of History offers self-paced online courses that work well for homeschool families and are best suited for students in 7th through 10th grade. They offer courses in U.S. history, world history, geography, and civics and government. Each course includes short video lessons, guided notes your child fills in as they watch, interactive activities, and knowledge check assessments. So your child is engaging with the content as they move through it rather than just passively watching. The guided notes are a nice feature because they give your child something concrete to do while they watch, which helps with focus and retention. The setup also means your child can work through the courses fairly independently, which can be helpful if you're managing multiple kids at different levels. Because the courses are self-paced, your child can move quickly through topics that they already have a handle on and slow down on topics where they need more time. That kind of flexibility can be hard to find in a prepackaged online curriculum. Each course covers the material thoroughly. This isn't a light overview. It's designed to give kids a solid understanding of the subject, which is important if you're thinking ahead to college. The pricing gives you two options. You can pay monthly or you can pay a one-time fee for a full year of access, which saves you about 25% compared to paying month to month. They have been creating history content for close to 20 years and have over 72,000 reviews on Teachers Pay Teachers. If history or social studies has been a gap that you need to fill for your older kids, Students of History is worth looking into. So those are 5 really great homeschool resources that I hadn't covered on my channel before. Hopefully there's at least one there that's useful for your homeschool. If you're only going to look into one, I would start with Outschool. Having access to live classes with real teachers across that many topics and subjects is something that is hard to find in one place. And the option to pay per class makes it easy to try out without having to commit long term. If you'd like to see a full in-depth review of any of these programs, just let me know in the comments. And if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer. Thank you so much for watching.